Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel and my makeup drawers. Today we are going to be filming my Shop My Stash series where we are going to go through what I was focused on this past month in terms of use for products or products that I wanted to use. We're going to keep some stuff in, we're going to take some stuff out, and then we will shop my stash for some new products to work on. So as always, I like to start in this drawer right here. This has mostly foundations, concealers, primers, things like that. I will say up here is like my eyeshadow singles, some eyeliner, just some eye products, mascara, things like that. I'm not really gonna touch this one. And then here I have just some beauty tools that I'm not really going to touch, but hopefully that lighting is better. Okay, we can jump in. Okay, so I had set lip products aside that I wanted to use. These are lip products that I have not gotten around to using. I do have a third drawer over here that I do have this bin of lip products. So all of these lip products are lip products that I did use this past month. So I have the Rare Beauty lip gloss. I have a Lawless Forget the Filler. In fact, I definitely have other Lawless Forget the Fillers floating around that I have used that aren't sitting in here. We've got the Kosas lip oil. We have the Fenty Beauty Riri lip gloss. We have a lifter gloss. We have my Buxom Full On Lip Polish. We've got my Fresh Sugar Watermelon, which I'm going to keep there. NYX lip oil, things like that. Lawless. Ooh, I want to bring this to work because I would like to finish this up. But I also have other lip glosses that I've used. I try my best to put things in here that I have gotten use out of to kind of track that. I have some lip liners in here as well because I'm trying to no lip liner behind my lip liner collection. So I will clear this out, but for right now, I will clear that out, but we're closing that. And I want to keep these lip products in here because these are like summer themed lip glosses that I would like to get use out of. I was cleaning out my closet the other day and I found my Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade lip gloss in a jacket. I'm pretty sure this lip gloss has been missing for like a year and a half because it was going in a project and then I like completely lost it and had to take it out of the project, but here it is. So for foundations, I had pulled this in. This is my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Radiance foundation. I had pulled this in because it's a lighter foundation and easy to like mix with other things, especially because a lot of my foundations are too dark. But I do also have a white foundation mixer I've been trying to test out and use, so I should put this back because I use this so much and I really should encourage myself to use my foundation mixer. I will say I did not reach for either the Tower 28 foundation or the IT Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. So I'm going to leave both of those in there. I will pull out my, well, do I want to? I feel like I'm like so close to finishing. I actually think I'll keep NYX Born to Glow in here and put back my NYX Bear With Me concealer. Just because I would like to see if I can finish. I know I can finish this year. We're getting down to the end of this, so we'll leave that in. I reached for the Clinique Even Better a couple of times, so I think I'm going to pull that out just to get used on some other things. And then I actually did not reach for my Milk Makeup Primer even one time, so I'm going to leave that in. I will put back my One Size primer. I reached for this a ton. This is a really nice hydrating and gripping primer, but because I did use this so much, I'll put that back. And then I don't think I reached for my Oma Beauty foundation even one time, so I will also keep that in. And that is it for, oh, this drawer. I also have my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear foundation. I believe I reached this one or two times. I do kind of want to get a little bit more use out of this rather than always reaching for my favorites like the Guerlain or my Dior's. So to try and encourage me to use this one a little bit more, I'm going to keep this one in this drawer as well. All right, over to this drawer. I've used a lot of this, but also feel like a lot of it is stuff that I want to still like reach for this summer. I'm going to keep my Hourglass trio in there just because I like to always have that readily available. I am going, no, I'm going to leave my Givenchy Prism Libre powder in here. I am trying to like use up as much as I can of this because I will repurchase another one of these during the next Sephora VIB sale. Let's see, let's go through my bronzers. Okay, I have my Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick. I have been reaching for this one a lot. I'm going to put this back to try and motivate and encourage me to use the other two cream bronzers I'm currently working on in a project. But I will also probably pull my Merit bronzing stick. I'm trying to cycle through my bronzing sticks, and my Merit one is the last stick I have left in my collection to really focus on this year. So Milk makeup we can put away. I have reached for my Gucci bronzer quite a bit, but this is Gucci number 3. I know that this is a deeper bronzer that really is only going to work for me in the summertime. So I want to like encourage myself to use it while I can. I will put back my Dior bronzer because I also reach for this a bunch. And this one I feel like I can kind of get away with more seasonally, like all year, rather than like the Gucci. I really can only use that one in the summer. So we'll put Dior back. And then the other bronzer I had pulled was my Victoria Beckham Bronzing Brick, which again, definitely works better for me in the summertime. So even though I did reach for this one, I do want to keep that one pulled as well. I am also going to leave my Kaja Trio in here. I reached for this blush and highlight so much the last couple of weeks, but I haven't reached for the bronzer at the bottom at all, and I would like to do that. The bronzer is a cream bronzer, and I feel like I just always forget about it. So I'm going to leave this in. Then I have, like pains me to think about even putting any of these away. So I have my Lawless blush in the shade Angel Suede. I feel like I should put this away because I reached for this a lot, but I love this blush. It's so pretty, but I'm gonna put it back because I reached for that a lot. I also reached for both of these a lot. I use one or the other of these just about every single day as a blush topper. And they really are so pretty for the summer. They really, really are. What do I want to do? I also have my Rare Beauty blush topper. This is the shade Sheer. Do I have any other blush toppers? I also have this one from Nabla, which I didn't reach for as much. This is in the shade Lola. I think I'm going to keep Lola in to encourage me to use Lola more. I'm going to put Sheer back because I've used this one quite a bit so far this year because I was testing this and then I pulled this back in. I'm going to put back Truth, and I will likely pull this again before the end of the summer, but I'm going to put this back to try and encourage me to use Lola more. But I'm going to keep in MAC Fairly Precious because I really, really love this one. So we'll keep these two as blush toppers. This Patrick Ta blush is in the shade Do We Know Her, and I think I reached for this once, but I honestly can't remember if I even reached for this once, so I should leave this in. We have Beverly Hills by Merit, which is going in a project, so that is definitely staying in here. We have a reclutter. I'm trying to decide if I want to reclutter this Vive blush back into my collection, but I haven't used it yet, so that will stay here. Okay, and then I did reach for, this is so tough, you guys. Okay, my Kosas blush duo. This is in Papaya. I love this. This is just like my vibe for blush this year, like something a little bit peachy and coral. But I have had this in my rotation and used it so much. So I feel like I should put that back, even though that pains me, but I will put that back. I'm also, Tarte Concept, which I've really been loving for like a nude blush because I also really love a nude. But I've also used this one just so much. I should put it back to encourage me to use other things, even though I don't want to. Okay, I'll put that back. I'm going to keep my Melt blush. This is in the shade Golden Hour. I have used this a lot, but also like this is just, again, kind of my vibe. It is a cream blush, so, and it's getting older in my collection, and because this is my vibe, this is something that I definitely would reach for more in the summer. I want to get as much, as much use out of as possible this summer as I can, so I'm going to keep that in. I did not reach for my MAC Cheer Up blush at all. I need to decide if I want to keep this one. I love my MAC So Natural, but I think I might just kind of be over MAC Cheer Up, so I should decide. We'll leave that in to decide. All right, I did reach for all of my Fenty Beauty cream blushes. I have Petal Poppin', Strawberry Drip, and Fenty Glow. I really love these too, but I should put them back because I have reached for them all. And I know I like them. I know I want to keep them. I might keep... I think I'm going to keep Strawberry Drip in just because this is definitely like a summer blush for me. So I want to get use out of it while we're in the summer. But I'll put back Petal Poppin', which I feel like is more universally, like, again, I can reach for more frequently in more seasons. And then Fenty Glow as well, I'll put back. I will leave Huda Beauty Coral Cutie. I have reached for this a few times, but not enough. And again, this is more of a shade I would only reach for in the summer. So I'll leave that in. I'm also going to leave in Buxom Seychelles. I did reach for this a couple of times, but I do want to have like a favorite nude in here, so I'm gonna keep that in, and then I'll put back, but it's gonna pain me to put back Persona Georgia. Again, this is really just kind of like my vibe, my jam, a really beautiful peachy nude sort of blush shade, but I've reached for this quite a bit, so I should put that back. All right, I do have my Kosas powder back here. I didn't reach for that one shockingly that much, so I will leave that one in to try and encourage me to reach for it more. For the highlights that I'm going to keep in, I am going to keep in ABH Amrezy just to encourage myself to get a little bit more use out of Amrezy. I have used it some, but I would like to use it more. I did not reach for my Merit stick in the shade Bounce at all, so I should leave that in. I also did not reach for my Ofra Beauty highlight in collaboration with Steph Toms. This is the Milk and Cookies. I feel like I can never get my lighting right when I film Shop My Stashes, but this is such a beautiful highlight, so I really do need to use that. I'm also going to leave in my Artist Couture highlight in Summer Haze. It's a really beautiful powder highlight. Powder highlight is definitely not my preference, but every time I use this, I'm reminded as to how much I actually love this highlight. And I did use it quite a bit, but I would like to reach for it a little bit more. I will put back my Milk Makeup highlight in the shade Lit. I reached for this one a couple of times and would like to, I mean, I'm keeping a lot of highlights in here, so I'd like to encourage myself to use some other highlights. I'll also put back my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pillow Talk. I used this a couple of times and I just want to cycle through some other highlights. And then finally back here, I'll put both of these back as well. So I have the What's Up Beauty highlight. This one is in Safari Sunset. It is the darker of the two and definitely something I would reach for more in the summer. I feel like I should still keep this because it's more of a summer highlight. Okay, I'll keep that one in. But I will put back my Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. Again, this is more of a summer highlight for me, but I have reached for this one quite a bit. And I feel like I haven't put back that much. So I'm going to put this one away, at least for right now. Okay, so we definitely kept a good amount going. But I will say there's definitely like some products that are just like relevant to me in the summer or just work the best in the summer, as there are some that work better in the winter. So obviously last rotation I did pull quite a few of the summer products, but we do still have some room. We still have some room to shop my stash for some new products. So let's go shop my stash. All right, we are officially at the makeup drawers, ready to shop the stash. So let's start with primer. I know I am absolutely gonna grab my First Aid Beauty. Oh no, I'm not gonna grab Pores Begone. For some reason I was thinking this was the coconut one. Boo! Okay, let's see. I do want a gripping primer. Maybe I'll pull my e.l.f. Jelly Pop. I just purchased another e.l.f. Jelly Pop, so I may as well get a little bit of use out of this. And then I do want to get use out of my Milk Makeup one. I'm like, should I pull my Underglow Blurring? Maybe I'll wait till next month to pull that just to get a little bit more use out of the Milk Makeup one. I may as well just pull this one from Tula. I recently finished up my other Tula face filter and I've already been reaching into this one just because this is my go-to on days that I am not wearing any foundation and just doing like mascara and brows. I'll put a little bit of this on. So I'm gonna grab both of those primers. For foundation, I don't want to overwhelm myself by grabbing too much, but I am going to be grabbing for, where is it? My the Supergoop Protect Tint with SPF 50. I'm gonna grab that. And then I do have quite a few other foundations currently pulled. I'm like, part of me feels like I should pull my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is a little bit more mattifying. So maybe on days that I want, like I'm patio drinking or something and want my makeup to last, maybe I'm gonna grab that. But then we'll call it good for foundations. Yeah, because I still have a lot that I like kept in. Okay, for bronzer and powder, I don't think I'm gonna pull a powder. I don't think. Where's my Merit? Oh, there it is. I am definitely grabbing my Merit bronzing stick, as I told you guys that I was going to do. And then I think I'm also gonna pull my Rose Ink. No, I'm gonna overwhelm myself with cream bronzers then. Do I want to pull any other bronzers? Ooh, maybe. No, that's also a cream bronzer. Ugh. Maybe no other bronzers, and then I'm really gonna focus on the ones that I have, and then next cycle I'm gonna grab, yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. No powder, because I have quite a few powders still pulled, but then it'll be time to like rotate through next Shop My Stash, and then next Shop My Stash I'll definitely be pulling my Get Beauty bronzer, as well as the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. Do I want any other concealers? Probably not, because I'm trying to use up the NYX Born to Glow. Okay, we're calling it good for this drawer. Okay, on to my blush drawer. This is where it gets overwhelming. Okay. Definitely want to pull Kiss of Copper from Bare Minerals. This is the perfect time to grab for this. And then... oh, I did end up recluttering She's So LA. I crack myself up with these reclutters. Okay. I think maybe I will also pull... you know what? I'm also going to pull MAC's So Natural. Just to get a little bit of use out of this. This is more of like a warm toned nude. And right now, I'm really into a warm tone nude. And so for my warm tone nude, we're going to pull that. Do I want any other... okay, I genuinely feel like... oh yeah, I'm definitely going to pull this one from Say. Again, this is kind of my vibe, like a peachy blush. This is definitely giving like a more of like a poppy peach blush. In fact, I believe the name of this is Poppy. I'm going to pull this because I feel like that is a perfect shade for the summer. And then, do I also want to pull any of my Kajas? I think I'll maybe pull... no, I've used that a lot this year. Okay, I actually feel like I've done a decent job of using the majority of my blush collection so far this year. I have not been good about reaching for this one from RMS Beauty. This is the Lip to Cheek in the color, or in the shade Spell. This is kind of like a nude shade as well. I think maybe then I'll also grab for Becca Songbird, another beautiful kind of nude sort of blush. And then, do I also, no, that's more, no. Is there anything else I want to grab for right away? Not really. I think we're going to call it good for blush. Moving on to highlighters. I'm going to pull my Rave Rider highlight from Kaleidos. I am trying to decide if there's anything in this drawer that I would be ready to potentially declutter. And this is one I feel like is just always on the chopping block. I've used this, like when I recluttered this Soul Body highlighter back into my collection, I used it quite a bit. My Fenty Beauty I don't want to pull. Maybe I'll pull my Natasha Denona Pastel highlights just because this is more of like a yellow gold sort of shade that I would reach for more in the summer. Maybe I'll grab for my Rare Beauty Mesmerize highlight as well. Let's see, is there anything else I want to grab for? I feel like maybe I should grab for my Dior highlighter in the shade 1. This again is more of like a champagne kind of golden sort of highlight shade, which is just something I am more inclined to reach for in warmer weather. And then I don't think I'm going to grab for any additional cream highlight, so I think we can call it good for highlight. Then we have my face palette drawer, which, ooh, I forgot to go through my face palettes with you, but I was not good about reaching for my face palettes last month. So I had NARS Orgasm on the Beach pulled, which I'm still going to keep this pulled just because this screams summer. I also did purchase the new NARS face palette, so I need to get to testing that. And then I also pulled the Jaclyn Cosmetics Rouge Romance palette, and I haven't reached for this one at all, and I need to. I want to reach for this orange shade. But these are like bright summer colors, so I'm gonna just keep these two face palettes pulled for face palettes. I don't think I'm gonna overwhelm myself with any more face palettes currently, so moving on to my lip gloss drawer. Again, I have a lot of the summer shades already pulled that I want to focus on, but I think I'll grab for Juicy Watermelon to be the Lawless Forget the Filler that I focus on this month. And then I'm also going to pull my Glamlight Scooby-Doo Daphne Gloss because this is a fun bright pink. Oh, and then I'm also going to pull my Clarins lip oil in the shade Apricot because this is a fun one for the summer as well. Should I also try and pull this Cali Ray Go Tuesday? This is like a lip plumper. I'll pull these four to focus on, but just know if I reach into more lip products, I'll just try and set them aside to share with you guys later. Then we have this very, very abysmal drawer. There's not a lot going on in here. Liquid lipsticks. And I don't think I'm gonna pull for anything like right off the bat. This really would just be like me trying to match something to a look. So nothing from here. And then here we have mascara, which I don't need to open a new mascara at this moment. So I'm not gonna grab anything from here. Also not gonna grab any new brow products. I've just been using my Danessa Myricks. And I still have my like Benefit brow setter for my brow gel, so I really don't need to grab anything from here. And I also just feel overwhelmed with single shadows right now, so I don't think I'm gonna grab anything from there. And then the final two drawers are just palettes that I'm still testing, and then palettes that are in my No Pan Left Behind or things like that. So that being said, okay, I added everything back in or into the drawers that we just pulled from my Shop My Stash. Again, not grabbing a ton of new product this month because I really did pull the things that I wanted to focus on, or the majority of things that I wanted to focus on for the summer last rotation, but this is my current rotation of products. I'm really excited to continue to get use on these products, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Would love to know the products you're most excited to reach for in July. Let me know in the comments. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!